Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Original Rebels Racing League Sunday Night Truck Series. Race number 6, presented by Golden, Suzuki, Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, KTM. Like we have had all year, they are the main sponsor of this league, and we appreciate the heck out of them. Go support Golden, Suzuki, Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, and KTM. Like I mentioned, week number 6 finds us Dover Motor Speedway. This 1 mile racetrack, the Monster Mile, as they call it. Absolutely crazy racetrack. 1 mile long, feels like it's 3 miles long, just how fast this place is. 24 degrees of banking in the corners, 9 degrees on the front stretch. That is the amount of banking that's in the corners of Indianapolis, and that's on the straightaway here. Self-cleaning racetrack, a big bowl made of concrete, the second largest concrete track on the schedule. Obviously, Nashville Superspeedway being the largest in NASCAR. You go through about 60 feet of transition throughout each corner, 30 when you go into the corner and settle down, and then 30 up out of the corner onto the straightaway. Makes this a wild roller coaster-esque kind of race here. Let's have a look at the points. There they are on your screen. Lucas Lyons, who is not here tonight, he will not be the points leader when we leave Dover. He has another engagement, unfortunately, so Cody Boehm will more than likely grab the points lead after this. Obviously, one drop week, and Lucas used his already a few weeks ago. Elliott Carlson, Brett Bieber tied in third. Stephen Davis, Corey Bigley, Mickey Isaac, Brandon Wallace, Kieran Church, who won the first race of the season, and Stephen McDonald are your top 10. Jason Lottridge, Josh Smith, Tyler Rice, Josh Oswald, Rick Rube, Matt Knights, Travis Bieber, and Brian Thomas, Ronald Cole, Alex Veith are your next 10. We are almost finished with qualifying here. Got about 35 seconds left until we grid. We'll get you right over there. But first, let's have a look at our schedule, see where we are, where we're about to be. There we are, about the middle of the schedule here at Dover. 125 laps this afternoon. We'll get into our race analysis in just a minute. Atlanta's next week, then Martinsville, Iowa, off week. That is a interesting stretch of races, to say the least. The low grip Atlanta, not this new super speedway, newfangled stuff. This is the old school, worn out Atlanta. Martinsville, which is not anyone's favorite, and then Iowa, which is a great driver's racetrack. But with that being said, we are going to have a look at our Pole Award winner. Pole Award, Corey Bigley won the pole here at Dover today. Congratulations to that 128 machine. Let's have a look at your starting lineup. There you see it, Corey Bigley starting on the pole, beside Travis Bieber in second. Third will be Dylan Bates, newcomer this season, not a newcomer to this league. Cody Boehm is going to start in fourth position. Fifth will be Mickey Isaac. Sixth, Eddie Smith, familiar face. Seventh will be Kyle Martinson. Have not seen that truck yet this season. Rick Rube in the 81 will be 8th position tonight. 9th, Stacy Holmes in the 32. 10th, Brandon Wallace. 11th, Josh Oswald in the 110. Elliott Carlson alongside him in 12th. Row 7, Brett Bieber in that familiar 808. Beside Stephen Davis, not Parsons, Davis. 15th, Tyler Gebbin in the 12. 16th, Mark Cofield in the 97. 17th, Jeremiah Holt in the 23. Ronald Cole in the 24. We'll start 18th tonight. 19th, Tyler Rice. He was near the top of the sheet in practice. Kieran Church will start 20th. 21st, Jimmy Cofield. That truck looks incredible tonight. We'll get a good shot of it when we get down to the racetrack. 22nd, Trevor Ward in the 14. New number for him this week. 23rd, Brian Thomas in the 77. 24th, Matt Kleeman in the 19. 25th, Alex Veith in the 51. Josh Smith alongside in 26th. 27th, Mike Veith beside Cam Arnold in the 151. That is your starting grid for this. this race at Dover. Have a look high above Dover Motor Speedway as we can see the cars, trucks, how about, just starting to peel off pit road, which is a perfect time for us to talk about our race analysis. So let's have a look at it here. 125 laps here tonight. That is 128.75 miles for those who are being very specific about calling this a 1.03 mile racing circuit. About 40 to 45 laps on fuel. 4 sets of tires tonight. The ones on the trucks, 3 in the pits. No stages, 2 green, white checkers. Here you can see that front row, that all blue front row. This pace car might be coming in this time. There he is. Barney's got the green flag in his hand. And we're green for race number 6. Battle is on for 4th position. Eddie Smith trying to get by our pole sitter, who is dropping a fair bit through this field to slide back at the 4th position. It looks like that's Bigley. Maybe lose 5th to Bates. What you'll notice about this track right away, you see a lot of drivers falling back fairly quickly in effort to save their tires. This place will chew up tires like nobody's business. That's a very shiny 51 machine, actually the 26 of Kyle Martinson. We'll have to get that straightened out for next week. But until then, that's what the 26 looks like tonight. Remember that, folks. Get a little challenge here from the 32 machine as they take that dive down into turn number 1. Roll the bottom and try not to hit the wall on the exit. It's a good shot of it right there. This is one of those racetracks that is just beyond difficult to drive by yourself. Add in 26 other trucks, and it's darn near impossible to get out of here without a scrape on the walls. We just saw a truck back there. Was that the 12? I think it may have been. It was actually the 81 of Rue getting the fence a little bit. Off of 4, we are side by side. Down the back, that's the 12 and the 99. Gavin and Wallace respectively fighting for the 13th position. There it is. Rube's getting real close to that outside wall. That 60's trying to move forward. Let's see what he's dealing with here. There he is. Dives down into the corner. Going to follow this 81. See if he's able to do it successfully or not. 2 by 2 back here in the 11th or so position. Dive down into turn 3s on the inside of Rube. If he'll quite make that pass. Oh, we're 3 wide. That is not advised at this racetrack. 3 white cars all side by side. Ronald Cole is going to take it. Oh, he gets turned. Oh my goodness, Ronald Cole just got turned. No caution somehow, but that truck is destroyed. That's going to be a fast repair right off the bat. And he was moving. There's the caution. That 24 is moving through the field pretty good. There's a look at him right there. Started 18th, I think was running up near the 11th position before he found the inside wall. Let's go back, have a Salty South Leather wreckage rewind for the first time this evening. We are in turn 2. It'll be another half lap or so until we find this incident, but they're about to go 3 wide here. Rube has a bit of a slower entry, I think, than Gibbon expected, and Ronald Cole sees a bottom lane open and says, I'm going for it, and then just doesn't quite realize they're 3 wide, and he unfortunately self-cleans into that inside wall, and that is not quite day over. There is a fast tripper, obviously, for this 24 machine, but that is not a good look, the modified look here at Dover. That was the Salty South Leather Wreckage Rewind, and there you go. There's a brand new 24 machine, new front nose, but we're only 10 laps in. It's a really unfortunate break for that 24 machine. Let's recap where everybody is running right now. Driver info on the screen. Travis Bieber is your leader. He took the lead on lap 1. Cody Bame probably be your points leader if everything goes according to plan after this race. He is in second. Eddie Smith, who I think only ran at Daytona in this league, if I'm not mistaken, he is currently third in that tied ride. Dylan Bates, haven't seen him yet this season. He is in fourth. Corey Bigley, pole sitter, is in fifth. Mickey Isaac down to sixth. Stacy Holmes is seventh. Kyle Martinson, eighth. Josh Oswald is ninth. Brett Bieber is the 10th car running. A little farther back to Stephen Davis in 11th. Gebbin in the 12 is 12th. Jeremiah Holt in the 23 car is 13th. Rick Rube, who was almost tangentially involved in that last accident, he is 14th. Mark Cofield 15th in that white 97 machine. There he is right there. Tyler Rice in the 6th is 16th. Jimmy Cofield in that very shiny number 3 machine. He is in the 18th position. You can see just how shiny that truck is. Beautiful spec map on that machine. Kudos to whoever made that. Alex Veith in the 51 is 19th, and Trevor Ward in that orange 14 machine. That is your 20th place driver. We'll catch up with the rest of the field on a longer run later in the race. But until then, Travis Bieber elects the outside lane on this restart. Gonna leave the inside the preferred line. Most would assume to the 78. See what happens here on this ensuing restart. Great launch for both those trucks, but the 114 is going to get a better one. As we look back at the rest of the field, give the advantage to the 114 off of turn 2. A little farther back that we got issues. So that truck have a really bad exit. I think that was the 110 potentially. Oh, we have a change for the lead. 78 got him. Power move in turn number 3. 114's charging back on the bottom. Try and get that lead back. Got to be careful here not to push too hard. Burn up those tires. That's the last thing these guys want. It's a long race, not a lot of tires. Can't be burning stuff up. The top 5 have kind of separated themselves. Second, they are out in front. Back at the 110 machine. Driver's definitely saving tires right now. Is that 81 of Rube? They are all sideways and crossed up behind him. Kieran Church beside the 3 of Cofield. Get a really good run off the top, but that's where it costs you if you get a little bit too high, you hit that wall. See if it impacts the way this car is driving. See, not too much wheel in it, so that's a good sign. He loses 2 spots in one corner. They are all stacked up behind him. Carlson, surprisingly far back here. He did pit. It's like a fuel-only stop, only 5 seconds for the 009 machine. There he is right there. Started in 12th, back to 22nd. Purely strategy, definitely not a pace problem for this 009 machine. Speaking of pace, this 47, I think he's got some. 26 to 19. And working on the 3, and we got cars all crossed up here. Rube is still falling back. I don't know if he's saving tires. I don't know if he's tight, got the wrong settings in that machine, but he is not having, oh, that was just about a wreck for the 3 off the nose of Kieran Church. Keep one eye on this 81 machine as he is slowly but steadily falling through the field. 8th to 18th. Not what the doctor ordered for the 81. And there goes the 47 picking up another spot right in front of him. Goes by Alex Veith in the 51, the actual 51, not the 26 masquerading as the 51. Just to throw that out there. I think I forgot to say who I was tonight. I'm Morgan Cook, and you're watching V-Speed, obviously, because you clicked on it, probably. Anyway, can you hear me now? I hope so. We have a look here at 18th position, Rick Rube. Your leader is Cody Bame, as he is slowly and steadily driving away from second place. That's Bates. Followed closely by Bieber and Smith. A look at the gearbox of this machine. You can see he gets a pretty good straight launch off the corner. Bottom right of your screen is the interval, and it's slowly getting bigger. As the 114 loses a spot in the mirror to the 87. Eddie Smith on the move. 21's going to close in a little bit. That lap. We'll check in on this battle a little bit later as we got a good one going on for 4th place. Bieber has decided it's time to save tires, as he's lost a number of positions in the last few laps, and that's okay. That is A-okay. This is a long, long race. We're not even 25 laps into this thing. Only one truck has taken tires so far. That is the 1 lap down 24 machine of Ronald Cole, who obviously was the first caution in this event. You can see what it looks like to have to pass everybody and do it twice. Bit of an unnerving feeling, but it's still really early in this race. His hope is just not to get caught up in anything. Decent battle here. Josh Smith is still moving forward in that 47 machine. He is up from 26 to 14 on pure pace. Impressive ride this 47 is putting on. Oh, Holt's in the fence. Gonna lose a lot of time. We are almost 3 wide behind these guys too. That was Ward, Cofield, Carlson. Just about had a, oh, that's a big wall contact for the 3 machine into Kieran Church. And the 3 is struggling right now. Big scrape down the side of that machine. That's got to knock the toe out, I would think, as he is well off the pace. Possibly just getting his rhythm back, too, because he hit it pretty hard. The 23 and 51 are battling. There's the position battle. You can see they are working. They're working on each other, running for 15th or so. Get battles all the way throughout this field. Nobody's safe. This is kind of like a bigger Bristol Motor Speedway. There's just no place to hide. You can't run the top and get out of the way because there's a wall right there. As drivers keep finding it. There's the 2651. Passing the 110 of Oswald. That's 10th position. Kyle Martinson in that Toyota. Easy sponsor to remember. It's all over the thing. Stephen Davis has gained a few spots, 14th to 9th in that 60. Lucas Oil, little different oil additive sponsor on the truck this week. Similar colors, but completely different brand. Brett Bieber is making a run at the 32. See if he can get this done here. There he is. 13th to 7th. just getting by Stacy Holmes in the 32. A little farther up the field, Mickey Isaac in 6th. All by his lonesome. That's where you want to be at Dover. Nobody pressuring you. You're not pressuring anybody. Help keep those tires nice and happy. 5th place, Travis Bieber has settled in after losing a couple spots on the restart. Eddie Smith is in 4th, putting pressure on Bigley. Bigley getting pressure from Smith. Who would have thought? Dylan Bates leading this trio in the 91, and they're all chasing Cody Boehm in the 78. And that is a little reverse through your field. Now it's time to ride on board and see what these drivers are dealing with. See how big of a dip it is into the corner. And here you're just trying to wrap that bottom. Come up out of the corner, feel like you're going to launch out of your seat. Short back stretch. Dive into the corner again. To drive this racetrack effectively, you have to be loose. The truck's going to want to spin. But if you drive it too hard, you'll tighten it up too much and it won't turn. And there is nothing worse than being tight at Dover. Let me tell you, it is awful. You'll knock down the wall. You'll knock down the other drivers. You'll feel like a bowling ball or a pinball, maybe even a ping pong ball. It's hard to say. You're not going to feel good, though, regardless, hitting everything. It's bad news. Speaking of bad news, that 32's got a mirror full of Kyle Martinson. That is not what you want to see, is a truck right on your rear bumper and going to make a move off the corner. Stixie's going to try and follow him through. Wrap the bottom, get a good launch out of the center. Side by side. Oh, into the fence for the 32. That's going to definitely lose him 2 spots. That's the struggle here, is you push a little too hard and all of a sudden you're sideways in the wall. Update on the pit strategy. First driver who pitted, Elliot Carlson. Right there on the bottom of the 12, up to 14th, almost make that 13th position. He has the most fuel of any driver in this field by 10 laps. He pitted at the first caution. And the rest of these drivers ought to be getting pretty close to pitting time. Within 5 to 10 laps, I would say. If I did the math correctly. Which, let's hope. Let's hope. A little bit behind them, Kieran Church battling Holt, who's been in the fence a few times, and one more. There he is. Cole's in the wall as well. Cole's really in the wall. 24 drove the outside. He rubbed the outside wall the entire way down the front stretch. Let's go forward, back up to that battle. Jeremiah Holt still fighting, now with Brandon Wallace in the 99. Come off the corner, and Holt gave it plenty of room that time. Did not want to see the outside wall there. Really solid battling here all the way throughout this field. See him roll down the back. See just how low this racetrack is and how banked it is as well. Any lower than 99 would have been blocked behind the inside wall. Good run off of turn number 4 for the 23 machine. As he is going to get passed by the 99. Speaking of 99, it is the weekly look at the driver of the 99 machine. There he is. Brandon Wallace on your screen. Hard to pick anybody else when there's only 2 drivers who put their driver cams on. Ride inside of his machine as he chases down Oswald in the 110. Trying to put a move on him. Not quite going to get there. So Oswald might be pitting this time. Oswald is pitting. That might be your first driver to pit road. Oh yeah, Eddie Smith's coming in. There's that tied ride. Mickey Isaac, Cody Boehm, Tyler Rice have all hit pit road. Leaves Dylan Bates as your leader. And I imagine he'll be coming in pretty quickly. Try and keep you apprised as we have a number of trucks on pit road right here. Not the leader, though. He still leads on. Great racing throughout this field. Ronald Pole's going to gain some spots back based on not pitting here, because you are going to lose time for sure if you pit. Brian Thomas having an issue. He is 3 down. Not sure what happened to the 77. There's Eddie Smith leaving pit road. First driver on fresh tires. He's 22nd position right now. He's trying to undercut. I have it on decent authority that these drivers can only go about 45 max on fuel. That's only 2 laps away. So we'll see if I was given false information or not. We'll find out when the 91/21 on your scoring pylon crosses onto pit road. But he's getting chased by Bigley right now. They are 1-2. Battle for the lead right there. Bigley is closing in slowly but surely. Car with new tires. I think that's Mickey the King Isaac on the bottom there. This could get a little bit spicy. Oh, it does get spicy. That was very close. The 78 gets one of his laps back. He's now 1 down. Very important pass there. You can get 1 back. It's very difficult to get 2 back, and I would expect the 91/128 in this time. Josh Smith just got passed by the 009. Stacey Holmes, I believe, had an issue. He got passed by a number of trucks there. A little wiggle in the middle of 3 and 4, if I had to guess. Rick Rube's in pit road. So is the 51 of Alex Veith. I think the 12's coming this time. Bieber's in pit road. Stephen Davis in pit road. Starting to get some takers here. 97 of Cofield's coming in. So is Holt. So is Gavin. We've got ourselves a decent little battle here. 21 stays out. I'm surprised they're able to run this long without pitting. I guess they did have that caution at the beginning, so they probably can stretch this another maybe 4. Maybe 4 is a little bit much. Probably another 2 or 3 laps, I would think. Travis Bieber in the 114 has pit. There he is in that blue machine. I imagine Bigley's coming in. He's dropped off quite a bit, and so is the 21/91 of Bates. I'd hand the lead over. Nope. Oh, that was a commitment line violation we saw for the 26 machine. Oh, and he's wrecking down the front stretch. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no caution yet. He's off the racing surface. This is going to be a tough sell here to get back on the track without causing a caution. Oh, no. This is bad news for the 51. Come on. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. That's not moving. Almost wrecking in front of the field. That's going to lose him about at least 2 laps. He carries on. No caution. Elliot Carlson is your leader. Has yet to pit. Bigley, Bates just leaving pit road. Much better stop for the 91 than the 128. Had to check up for the pit exit line. It looks like Eddie Smith is going to cycle out to your lead. If I had to guess, he is currently in 4th position. 3 cars yet to pit. Carlson, who pitted earlier. Wallace and Veith. That 9 machine have yet to hit pit road. See what tires look like at Dover. Here you go. Look at that. Look at that 91 catch up and just zip right by. There's the leader once again. There, the 51/26 finally made the pit road. He is 2 laps down. Going to go probably 3, if not 4 down. A really awful break getting the pit road for the 26. He was up in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken. It's not over, but it's not going well. These drivers all have about 43 laps on their tires. That's Carlson, Wallace, and Veith. Wallace running that high line. They're trying to stretch it If I'm looking at everyone else, Bates came in on 50 on the number. These guys pitted at the caution. I would expect another 2 to 3 laps until the top 3 pit. Mike Veith is doing his best right now, running third, up from 27th. Big mover, obviously. Pit strategy will do that. We're going to see how it shakes out for him. He's not losing a lot of time because he has the extra fuel to go. He can kind of work himself in a different position in terms of strategy. We're going to see how it goes for him. He's coming in this time. See if the 9 can get a good pit entry here. He did not enter pit road. I think the 26 is done for the day. Looks to have parked it. So is the 32, also done for the day. Stacy Holmes no longer racing with us. Issue for Josh Smith as well. Not sure what happened, but the 47 is now 25th, 3 laps down, along with Ronald Cole, Brian Thomas. There's Brian Thomas. Jimmy Cofield is 2 down. Mark Cofield 2 down. Trevor Ward is 2 down. There they all racing together. Kleeman is 2 down in the 19. Veith, Rube, Holt, Kirch, Gebben, Oswald, Davis, Rice, Brett Bieber, Corey Bigley, Dylan Bates, Travis Bieber, and Mickey Isaac are all 1 down. That is 6th through 18th, as I believe the 9 is making it into pit road right now. We've only got 2 drivers who pitted on the lead lap right now. That's Eddie Smith. Not terribly far behind him is Cody Boehm. These 2 drivers are obviously, and Bates, Bieber's now got on the lead lap. They are obviously trying to charge through the field to get that time back. Carlson's on pit road. There he is. Leaves Brandon Wallace as your leader, and he's coming in this time. That will give the lead back to Eddie Smith when he gets there. Here's the 2nd place Eddie Smith. You see that 99 machine. There he is, that red truck. New leader, 87. And he's got about a 4-second lead over the rest of this field. There it is, changes hands now. Boehm is now 2nd place. So, undercutting works. And he pitted on the same lap as the 78. I'm not sure if there was some traffic involved or what caused Eddie Smith to get out such a big lead here. It's now 4.3 seconds. At lap 60, we're just about halfway. We've only been at it for about half an hour. Impressive pace these guys are putting on here tonight at such a difficult racetrack. Battle back here for 14th. These drivers are both 1 lap down. That is Kleeman. Oh, we got trucks sliding, maybe not. That 78's got damage. 78 is one of the slower trucks on the racetrack, actually, right there. That is your 2nd place driver. Having some serious issues. You can see how slow he is in the center. I mean, the drivers around him do have about 7-lap fresher tires, but he is losing quickly. We have a look at our position battle. You can see he's 5.5 and falling quickly behind the leader. Bieber is catching him. There's that blue truck behind him. Not sure what has happened to the 78 machine. Thought maybe there was some right front damage. I might have been mistaken about that. But Bieber's coming right now. He is moving. So, the race recap. Eddie Smith, currently your leader, has led a total of 5 laps from the 6th position. Boehm and Bieber's just going to go right on by. Says, thank you, how do you do? I'm going to go chase down the leader, the 114 says. Had a great race so far. Only the one caution, couple incidents under green. Namely, the 26 of Kyle Martinson missing the pit road entry. And then spinning. And then rejoining in front of the field. But we kept it green somehow. 99 is rolling. Mickey Isaac getting past here. Right from damage on that machine. This is good stuff here. We got a good race today. Over half this field is 1 lap down. Last car on the lead lap is the 12 of Gavin. First truck 1 down is the 81, and the leader's right in between them. Leader sandwich. There's Eddie Smith in the Tide ride. See how the 87 navigates the 12. 12 on, I believe, a little fresher tires, about 7 lap fresher tires than the leader. See if that makes any difference. It looks like it's the opposite, actually. Looks like Smith is maybe losing a bit of ground here to the lap trucks on the fresher tires. And Bieber has closed it down to 4.9, now 5. Might have been an issue there. Nope, that's just the way the track works, I suppose. Now it's 4.8 or so for the 114. You can see way up there, that bright red truck. That was your leader, currently exiting 4. And they're stacking up behind him. You hear that very often. Arlsson's going to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. Pure speed, pure pit strategy. Going to get him back into 12th on the lead lap. Rube is struggling to get around the 87 machine. There, Rube's going to try and go to the inside. He's going to clear him. There he goes. Eddie Smith lets him go. Wise move, as the lead is still over 4 seconds. Remember, we're now only about 20 laps away from this 48 machine, this 87, bringing it back down pit road. Would be about 48 laps on the run, I think, if he's doing the same math as I am. Arlsson's out here doing his best to try and make up the ground. He's only on 11 lap old tires, 18 laps newer than your leader, hoping he can catch the strategy in the right place and it'll all cycle out in his favor. We'll find out about that. Driver who's having a bit of issues as of late is Mickey Isaac. Oh, Cody Bain, actually, on pit road again. This is way early. Only 30 laps on the tires for the 78 machine. I'm thinking this is a strategy call to get him in the window, try and change some things, a little damage repair. Don't know what's happening here to the 78, as he's going to fall back to about 3 down, if I had to guess. 10th position, battle, Oswald and Elliot Carlson. Carlson just going to go right on by. 77's coming down pit road. That's Brian Thomas. Haven't talked with him much today. And he's going to almost miss pit entry there. Good job keeping that to himself. As better days ahead, hopefully, for the 77 machine. Kieran Church brings it down pit road. A little bit of front end damage. Eddie Smith still your leader. 4 seconds is the gap. Travis Bieber behind him. There's Travis Bieber. Dylan Bates, slowly but surely, keeping tabs on the top 2. Bigley, your pole sitter, is still right there. Bieber in the 8:08. That's Brett is 5th. Mickey Isaac in the 01 is 6th. Stephen Davis in the 60 is 7th. Tyler Rice, there he is an 8th. Elliot Carlson is a 9th, moving forward. He has the newest stuff on track besides the 78 who just pitted. Oswald's in 10th, we just saw him. 11, Gavin is 12 machine. Rick Rube finally got around the leader. Those are your lead lap cars. Trucks, how about Brandon Wallace, the first truck 1 down, right behind the leader. Jeremiah Holt right behind the 99. Kleeman a little further back and disappearing. Veith in the 51. Cofield, that's 17th. That's Mark Cofield. Trevor Ward in that 14 machine. He's going to try and get around the 97 right here. Good little battle and stay on this one. Oh, we got into him. Oh my goodness. That was a heart stopper. Just about turned the 97 spot. Turned himself. Good job for the 14, keeping it right, pointing in the right direction. Jimmy Cofield in the 3 machine. is the last car on the lead lap. Cody Bame is going to try and get one of those back from your leader. And there he goes, easily becoming the last car 1 lap down. And right around the 99 to boot. Power move there for the 78. Mike Veith in the 9 is 2 down. Josh Smith, who was looking promising earlier, is also 2 down. He's 22nd. Kieran Church in the 22 is 23rd. Ryan Thomas, we talked about earlier, he's 4 down. Ronald Cole on pit road again is 10 down. Eddie Smith continues to lead. It's coming up to a lot of traffic. I guess they're passing him, I should say. He's still 3 up on Bieber. But they're getting right down to the nitty-gritty of this pit stop. I would only think another 7 laps, 8 laps max until Eddie Smith has to bring it down to us. You're watching the original Rebel. Oh, big hit again. Oh, my Lantis. That's 2 trucks in the fence. Mike Veith is one of them. Holt is the other, and those trucks both caught the wall big time off of turn 4. I was trying to do a sponsor plug, and it didn't work. Rick Rube getting past. Let's try it again. How about? You are watching the Original Rebels Racing League presented by Golden, Suzuki, Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, and KTM. Go check them out if you haven't already. We had a really good battle here, Hornet's Nest, for what is the 12th position. There you see it, Rube, Wallace, and Holt in a bunch of lap traffic. Leader's right behind him. Leader's in a fence. That's Eddie Smith. Little lapse in judgment off of turn 4 for the Eddie Smith machine. This is a really difficult position to be in as the leader, because you know that you're fast enough to be the leader as he comes to pit road, but you're not. Oh, don't spin. Keep it together, Eddie Smith. That is a less than optimal pit entry, but that might not cost him too bad as he was able to keep it going in the right direction. This is probably the hardest pit road to get on in all of racing. Just a very quick transition, very fast. The truck wants to get pulled to the outside wall, and you have to slow it down without spinning like Eddie Smith did. You can see the tire marks there. We'll see. Smith was up by about 3 seconds. We'll see where he cycles out when this is all over. He is still on pit road. Travis Bieber takes over the lead. The lead lap number 13 and 14 as we got trucks coming down pit road. Mickey Isaac by chance. How about Brett Bieber? Josh Oswald says hello, pit road. I hear a car wrecking by chance. Thought I heard a little slidey slide of those tires. Maybe not. Bigley's in. So is Bates. So is Oswald. Tyler Rice is going to make a pass. He's going to get up to 4th position. There he is. And then Wallace is going to follow suit. Just keeping it on the racetrack. And Wallace still has about 20 laps he can go. Same with Carlson. There is Bieber on pit road. Carlson's going to take the lead over. Big gap back to the next driver on the same strategy, but Stephen Davis is sandwiched in the middle. 39 laps on tires and fuel. Give him 6 laps to make a pit stop. Tyler Rice has got to come in either this lap or the next one. That's the 6 machine. This is a great strategy race. Really enjoying myself up here in the V-Speed booth. Tyler Gebbin coming to pit road. Making that early entry. You like to see that. Keeping it nice and tidy. 51's in. The 19's in. The 23's in. Carlson keeping it on the racetrack. He's getting passed by trucks left, right, and center. 77's going to go around him. Oh, not quite. Ames going to find a way around him, if nothing else. Watching lap cars negotiate the leader is one of the more interesting things in oval racing, because the leader obviously has the right to the road, being that he's the leader. But you're the faster truck. You got to find a way around him. You got to do it cleanly without moving him. It's a really difficult fine line to balance. You don't want to take the leader out as Veith hits pit road. So does Wallace, I believe. There's Wallace. There's Rice. 14's in pit road as well. That's Ward. He's leaving pit road. But you see that the 78's still working on that 09. Still trying to get around him. 78 is only on 20-lap-old tires. Carlson's on 32-lap-old tires. Carlson might give it up here. Really pinch that driver on the bottom off the corner. We got most of the field as pit. Now there's 4 trucks on the lead lap. Davis and Rube are the other 2. 60's coming in this time. Imagine Rube will not be too far behind. Not this lap, though, for the 81. Carlson trying to come back on the 78. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Pushing pretty hard. We're on a lap truck. 3 hits pit road. We're 91 laps through this thing. Carlson just got passed by Bigley. Bigley sails it down into turn 1. Carlson is your leader. He has led 16 laps tonight. And there he comes to pit road. This will be the last stop for everyone as well. This should get you to the end of the race. Aldi's not making that clear earlier, but this is going to set you up to the end. The 78 will take over the lead when they get around next time. Eddie Smith right behind him. That's the first truck on fresh tires. Eddie Smith will inherit the lead. But it's not as big as it was. It was 3.1. It will be about 0.4 of a second due to that less than optimal pit road entry. The 91 is right behind him. That's the 21 on your scoring monitors. There's the 2191 right there. There's that 91 machine. That is third place. About to be second once. Now he is second. There we go. To get around the 78 machine. This is your battle for the lead. We're going to take a second here. We're going to do a couple award winners here tonight. Best appearing paint by Veith 3D Printing, as we almost have a battle for the lead, but not quite. That is going to be the 60 machine, Lucas Oil of Stephen Davis. There it is. Best appearing paint award. Love the colors. Love the scheme. Very well done on the 60. Running 10th right now. Currently 1 lap down. The third car 1 lap down. So he chases down that 9 machine. That is the Veith Best Appearing Paint Award by Veith 3D Printing. 87 still leads. Hard Luck Award. Well, Corey Bigley is a candidate, certainly. Down 17 positions since the start of this race. Not going great for him. He was the pole sitter, obviously. He's now 18th position. I think this is a prime candidate for the Hard Luck Award presented by Rice Farms. Obviously, plenty of time for it to turn around, but he's on the same strategy as the 5 in front of him, and actually a bunch in front of that as well. I don't see things getting a lot better for the 128 this evening, even though he was one of the faster trucks most of the night. That is your Hard Luck Award presented by Rice Farms for Corey Bigley. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. Who knows? Wouldn't that be nice? New leader, 91. Got by the 87. There's your best appearing paint going by both of them. 25 laps to go this time by. One more award to give out. The that is the hard charger, and that is Mr. Tyler Rice himself. 11 positions. We're going to look on the back of this machine as we give out the No Neck Fast Repair Hard Charger Award. Looking back at the leader, 2 trucks behind him, and second place, another truck behind that. Tyler Rice, congratulations. You are up 11 positions after 101 laps at Dover. Now back to a battle for the lead. Eddie Smith is under fire from the lap truck of Brandon Wallace, who will not be a lap truck for much longer. 2 laps is the difference on tires between Bates and Smith. See, that lead is growing. It's up to almost 7 tenths. Looks like Smith drives in a little bit harder. Bates gets him through the center and on the exit. They're both in the fence a little bit. That 99 is trying really hard to get around your leader. There you see Wallace to the inside. Going to make the move pretty seamlessly, not a problem there. So he will not quite clear down the front. They're still side by side. He is going to clear, however, in turn 1. 4 tenths of a second. That is the gap between first and second. You can see Eddie Smith in that tied ride. They are 3.5, 3.25 up on Bieber, the 114. 9.3 up on Bame. 10.7 up on Rhett Bieber. Isaac is 13.5 back. Carlson, 18.6. Rice, 18.8. And Davis, 19.9. These guys having a pretty good battle here, side by side. This is for the 9th position. And there's the wall for Rice. Wallace is 21 back. Obviously just in front of the leader right there. Everyone else is 1 lap down. We'll do our final through the field as we have a look at the 110 of Oswald, who is currently in 11th. Gebben is 12th. The 12 again. Jeremiah Holt is fighting for 13th. Kleeman, great run, quiet run for that 19 machine, up 10 spots. Congratulations. Bigley down 14 to 15th. Alex Veith in the 51 is 16th. Trevor Ward is the last truck, 1 down in that orange number 14. Mark Cofield, 97, first truck, 2 down. Kieran Church also 2 down in 19th. Jimmy Cofield in the 3. That truck is also 2 down. Josh Smith is 3 down. Mike Veith is 22nd, also 3 down. They're having a good little battle there for 21st. Brian Thomas is in pit road. He is going to go 4, maybe 5 down. He is last car running in this field. Back to the lead. It's heating up. Ooh, it's getting spicy. Eddie Smith chasing down Bates. Coming to 15 to go. And they are pulling away. Maybe not now. Bieber is catching them slowly but surely. This is for a win. Bieber has slightly fresher tires by about 3 laps. I don't see that making up 2.6 seconds on pace, but stranger things have happened. I hate to be that guy. We have not seen a flag other than green since lap 10. This would be, I believe, the greenest race of the season. Kansas comes to mind. I believe there was 2 cautions in Kansas. Go back and check my notes here. This has been a great race at Dover at an unlikely racetrack. I would have expected this one to be one of the maybe less flowy races, if you will. Smith is still chasing down Bates. 14 laps to go. Good battle back here as well between Bame and Isaac. The other driver in the driver cam There he is. There is Mickey Isaac, the king, as they call him in the O1 machine, doing his thing. $12 to go. It's down to 2/10. Eddie Smith is closing in slowly but surely. Under 2/10, and that bright orange truck is just inching in. Lost about a 10. 100, how about, off the 4. Gonna close it back in here off of 2. Good run for the 87. In the wall a little bit for your leader. That's the 21 of Bates. Still 2/10. A single mistake completely changed the complexion of this race for either driver. If you're wondering why tires are so important, we haven't talked about this all race. 99-degree track temp. It was 110 in practice. Hot, hot, hot out here. Drivers are fighting it for all it's worth right now. Race recap with 10 to go. 1 caution, 9 lead changes. Excellent racing throughout the field. Really impressed by everyone here tonight. We're going to ride on board for a minute with the 91/21. Nobody else in sight for these two. Brandon Wallace had just passed the leader not too long ago. Still holding serve in the 99. They are catching Cofield in the 3 a little bit, but shouldn't impact this battle. Eddie Smith has fallen back by about a 1/10 of a second here. Hard to say if he overused the stuff, if he's hanging back to try and give a false sense of security to that 21 machine, but this is so tight. Anything could happen here. Eddie Smith doing a terrific job. Little scrape of the wall there. 3/10 back. 7 laps to go. Bieber's a distant third, 2.2 off the pace. You can see those 2 leaders, but he just can't quite get there. What he's hoping for is that lap traffic at side by side really slows him up. Then we'd have a battle. We are about 5 laps to go here from the front bumper. Oh, leaders in traffic. Let's see if Bieber can catch up because of this. Oh, that's going to hurt Eddie Smith big time. Eddie Smith, that cost him about 2/10. Off of turn number 2, coming out beside Cofield. Nothing that the 3 did wrong, just wrong place, wrong time for traffic. That's all that was. As Smith chases down Bates, rest of your top 5. The other Bieber, Brett Bieber. Elliot Carlson in the 009 is in 5th. Mickey Isaac is 6th. We just looked at him. Stephen Davis is 7th. Tyler Rice is 8th. Brandon Wallace 9th. And the first truck 1 lap down is Oswald in 10th. That's how crazy fast the pace has been tonight. There's only 9 trucks in the lead lap. That doesn't tell you how fast these trucks are moving, how great these leaders have been. Eddie Smith is driving the wheels off this truck right now. I don't think anything will. There's a look at him. You can see how loose he is. That orange piece of the steering wheel, that's center. It was turned all the way to the right off of turn number 4, just trying to keep the wheels under it, but he's going to need to put together 3 incredible laps if he's going to go up there and get the leader. Dylan Bates still hanging right behind Wallace, and now Alex Veith, sorry, in the 51. Just ride. 35 laps left tonight. If all goes according to plan, it should be 37 when he crosses the line. We're not going to cross that bridge quite yet. We're not there yet. They're side by side in front of him, though. That's bad news for the leader. Smith closes in. 1 lap to go. It's half a second. And let's see. Can Eddie Smith get there? He's got just under a mile to do it. Half a mile now. It's 0.3 of a second. One last gasp. And your winner at Dover is going to be Dylan Bates. From third to first throughout this race, smooth, steady. Somebody told me earlier he was going to win this race, and he was absolutely correct. Congratulations for the 91. I think the 51 had an issue. Yeah, he is absolutely demolished off of, where are we here? Exit of 2. That truck has had better days. He got caught up with Eddie Smith crossing the line. But there's your winner, and boom, got him. 91. Congratulations, Dylan Bates. And there's another. All right, well, that's going to do it for the racing action here. Take a quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this. This is the Original Rebels Racing League live on V-Speed. Back with your race recap, your results, and interviews with our top 3. See you in a few.
And here comes Milo, big run out of 4. He's going to be there.
Tristan Martin's there. Cannot count out to 37.
Oh!
The Milo gets burned!
Cabot, where did he come from? Here comes Slack.
A punch from the 33.
It's a drag race.
The Magic Man wins it Auto Club.
Welcome back, everybody. Just witnessed a great race here at Dover. Original Rebels Racing League Sunday Night Truck Series has concluded. 1 caution, 9 lead changes, and 125 laps. Took just under an hour. Dylan Bates is your winner here tonight. Started 3rd. Eddie Smith came home in 2nd. Travis Bieber back 1 spot to 3rd. Brett Bieber up a bunch of spots. 9 of them finishes 4th. Carlson in the 009, he will come across the line in 5th position. Mickey Isaac, solid, steady night for him. He is in 6th. Stephen Davis up to 7th. Tyler Rice way up to 8th. Brandon Wallace up 1 to 9th. And Oswald up 1 into 10th position. Coming home in 11th was Gebben in the 12. Great run for him tonight. Holt was 12th. Kleeman 13th. Solid run, up 11 spots for him. Bigley down 13. That's your big loser of the race. Unfortunately, something went wrong on a pit cycle. He finishes in 14th. Alex Veith, he got demolished coming across the finish line. He finishes 15th. Cody Bame in 16th. Cofield right in front of Cofield. That's 17th and 18th. 19th is Mike Veith. 20th is Smith in the 47. Ward is going to finish in 21st. 22nd for Thomas. Good rebound for him. Kieran Church was 23rd. And All these drivers exited early. Rube, Cole, Martinson, Holmes, and Arnold in the 151. Those drivers are 24th through 28th position. Great race here tonight. Really not much more to say than that. Just a really fantastic, clean green race, only the one caution. But it is now time to go trackside and meet your top three. Start off with third place. That was Travis Bieber. Travis Bieber, Morgan Cook up in the Speed booth. You got a copy.
Hey Morgan, how's it going?
I am doing well. Probably not as well as you. Good run out here tonight. Obviously clean and green. With these kind of races, what are the challenges versus this style of racing versus the caution pacing sort of style racing with lots of restarts?
Yeah. I mean, I think this, this lends more to my style where, I might not be as quick out of the gate, but I can save a little tire, run some smooth laps, and kind of be there towards the end of the run and grab a few spots. But tonight I had the benefit of starting up front and being up front. So, when the race goes green like that, that's there's a big benefit to just being ahead of everyone and staying out of the big pack there where you might be hurting lap time and things like that.
And pit stops must be just so important, right? To get onto pit road smoothly, get to your box, get off pit road smoothly. How are you able to do that in such a way that you can keep up with the rest of the pack here?
Yeah. I mean, I did a great job during practice crashing coming into the pits, so I knew what not to do when when we got to that spot in the race. And I just tried to get slowed down at the right spot there, be smooth. I saw a couple guys in that first run had trouble getting in, and you kind of know at that point, all right, well, if I just kind of stay smooth here, it'll end up okay. But I even said to Eddie, they came out so far ahead of where we were, running. I think I waited maybe 8 to 10 laps after him to pit that first run, and even at the end there, I was still trying to make all that up that I lost from him pitting early the first run. So it was interesting to kind of see how it all played out like that.
Yeah, we had a great run here tonight. One more question before we get into the sponsor reads and all that fun stuff. So you came out, you mentioned behind Eddie, and I think at one point you're about 4 seconds behind on this last run. When did it click in your head that you had to go and you had to try and catch up to those leaders? What lap was that?
Yeah, so I was trying to wait. I was trying to wait till lap 100. I figured if we got to, kind of save as much as I could the first like 15 to 20 on that last run, and then run the last 25, as smooth and as hard as I could, that would help. I was coming. I needed, I don't know, 10 more laps maybe, and would have been right there with them. So, but sometimes that's the way it goes.
Well, you did a great job here tonight. And all I have to ask you now is who do you want to thank for this race tonight?
All right. Well, I got him up here. We want to thank Golden Suzuki Honda, the main sponsor of the league. Indoor Farm and Ranch, No Next Fest Repair, Salty South Leather, Flexible Freight Solutions, and V 3D Printing, and of course, you for putting on the awesome broadcast every week. So appreciate it. It'll be a good one to go back and watch tomorrow.
Yeah, you can actually hear me this time and all the trucks and everyone. So that's good. I was just checking that. Everything is great. So,
Nice.
yeah, good run here tonight. Third place, obviously, for Travis Bieber. And congratulations. And we will see you later in the week, I presume.
Oh yeah. I'll be back later this week. So thanks, Morgan. Appreciate
Right
it.
on. Make sure to tune into V Speed to catch more Travis Bieber. But congratulations. We're going to move on up the ladder one rung to our second place driver, Eddie Smith. Eddie Smith, Morgan up in the booth. You got a copy.
Howdy, feller.
Well, how'd you do that?
Uh, you know, I don't know. What do you mean? Finished in second?
It was a loaded question. I know. Um, anyway, so you started this race obviously sixth, kind of just worked way through the field slowly and surely in that first run. You pitted well early than everyone else did. What was the thought process there? And it almost worked out for you.
I followed the leader. Cody did it, so I thought that was the right thing to do. But it worked out pretty good. I didn't have 2 green flag stops on my bingo card, so I wasn't really expecting it to work out in my favor. But yeah, just I followed Cody in. He kind of spun it on entry, and I said, okay, well this might work out well. And then yeah, so I didn't have a plan. I just thought that Cody was doing it, so I better jump in there because he was pretty fast early on. So I jumped in there and got out and was able to cycle back around and had a pretty good lead. And came in for the second stop and damn near lost it. So gave up a lot of time, allowed Travis and Dylan to kind of be in firing range. And I mean, I've raced with Dylan Bates plenty of times, and he's fast, man. I thought I saw him coming, and I know how good he is on fresh tires, and I thought he's 2 seconds back. I know he's hauling ass. So I'm gonna maybe start taking it easy now, just preparing because I know he'll outdo me in a straight up fight like that. And I said, let me just take it easy. I'll let him catch up. Maybe he'll burn his stuff up. And he got to me. I pulled over and just let him go, so we didn't fight side by side. And I never could get back to him. With about 20 laps left, I thought, hey, I'll start trying to push it a little bit. And I got back to him, got to about 3/4 and man, just never could close that gap. He was just too fast.
Yeah, that's how it is sometimes, right? You make all these plans and try and 3D chess. How am I going to make this work? And you just can't account for that one variable. You obviously getting loose coming to pit road there and having that big slide. Great save though. We caught that one from start to finish here on V Speed. You hear me go, "Oh no, don't do that!" But all good. Second place here for Eddie Smith. Anyone you want to shout out or thank for this run tonight?
Oh, just thank the good Lord for making Dover Motor Speedway because it's the best track in the world, and it's a joy to race on it. So I want to thank him for that, and want to thank all the admins over here at Rebels for putting on a fun series. And then shout out to the field, man, for 2 green flag pit stops in at Dover. That's pretty impressive. So shout out to them, and great job by you, brother.
Thank you. Well, you have your answer from Eddie Smith on the where does this racetrack rank between Honey Get the Hose or Making a Swimming Pool and Greatest Racetrack on Earth? This one is the very top of the sheet for Eddie Smith. That's a new ranking system I made last week, so pretty exciting
I
stuff.
like it. Congrats to Dylan, by the way.
Yes, for sure. We'll chat with him in a minute, but good job, Eddie. Second place here tonight.
Thanks, Morgan.
You bet. And we are moving on to our winner this evening, Dylan Bates in the 91/21. Dylan Bates, Morgan, up in the V Speed booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Well, it's your first race in this league of the season, and it's your first trip to V Speed Victory Lane. What did it take on that last run for you to get around Eddie Smith? What were you thinking coming out of pit road, and how'd you do it?
Well, it all kind of goes back to that first green flag run, first fuel load. I kind of ran that stint long, thinking that it would help me, but I think it actually kind of hurt me. So I was kind of playing from behind that whole time, and I knew if I could cycle out in second there on that last run, I was just going to have to hammer down and catch Eddie, or he was going to walk away from me if I tried to save too much. Because knowing Eddie, he'd probably outsave me anyway. So I hammered down and did all I could to get around him. And then as soon as I got around him, I knew I was going to have to back it down and just try to manage. And it showed there at the end. He was matching me, and it was a heck of a race. He had me worried. It was really close, and luckily I was able to hold on to it.
Yeah, the betting lines are moving all over the place. Those last 20 laps, who is it going to be? Eddie catch a little bit here, you'd get him there. You'd beat him into the corner, he'd get you off the corner. It was a really good battle. Great thing to see here. And how much did those two lap trucks in front of you at one point in time? I think you had the 3 and the 99 side by side. How did that impact you as the leader?
Definitely didn't help. That kind of happened to me a couple times tonight. Especially that last run there, following the 99, I think it was. It was kind of hard keeping it turning in his dirty air, but luckily, once I kind of dropped back from him and tried to get away from it, I was able to turn a little better, and it worked out. But it was a lot of fun though.
Right on. Well, you obviously put on a great show here tonight. Led 37 laps. Started in the third position. I think you didn't have the fast lap tonight. I believe that belongs to Travis Bieber. But who do you want to thank, shout out, praise, whatever you want to call it, for this big win here tonight?
Yeah, man, just all the guys at Velocity Motorsports. A lot of fun racing with them guys, and it's fun coming over here and running this thing with Tyler and Cody and those guys.
Yeah, they all put on a great show out here. The field was terrific tonight. Did you expect that we were going to have 2 green flag pit stops and only 1 caution?
I did not. I was blown away at that. That's you can't ask for anything better.
I agree with you there. Anyway, that is Dylan Bates, your winner here tonight. Congratulations to the 91/21. Get that paint fixed for next week.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one, Dylan.
Thanks, man.
All right. Once again, that was your winner, Dylan Bates. And that's about going to do it for us here tonight. Obviously, you're watching the original Rebels Racing League here live on V-Speed, presented by Golden, Suzuki, Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, and KTM. Let's have a look ahead. What's going on next week? Same time, same place. Atlanta Legacy version. Old, worn-out surface there. None of that drafting stuff. That's crazy talk. Or roughly 100 laps. We'll find out next week when we get there. Martinsville and Iowa, the 2 after that. Should be a fun season. We're about halfway through this season. 2 more off weeks to go. Eventually we'll wrap up at Michigan, where we will crown a champion in the original Rebels Racing League Sunday Night Truck Series. You've been watching V-Speed. I'm Morgan Cook. Can you hear me now? I hope so. I've talked a whole lot. Hopefully you hung on every word. Listen to these trucks go around the Dover Motor Speedway. But for everyone at V-Speed, Eddie Smith, obviously, who just ran in 2nd position, Bradley Cooper, Adam Baker, Christian Hill, everyone back at the shop, as they say, who puts on these terrific broadcasts. I've been Morgan Cook, hoping everyone has a great rest of the week. Make sure to catch all of the racing live on V-Speed. Like and subscribe. Broadcast on days ending in Y. All kind of racing. Hopefully I'll see you there. Good night, everyone.
Oh, big wiggle. And here comes Milo. Big run out of 4. He's going to be there.
Tristan Martin's there. Cannot count out to 37.
Oh!
No, gets burned!
Cabot, where did he come from?
Here
Here comes Zwack.
A punch